can make it out. You can make it out the hood. You can have that car you want. You can have that crib you always dreamed of. You can sail on that yacht. Maybe you want to be a big B boy, big billionaire boy, or millionaire boy, whatever you want to be. Advice from Jay. Hit that like button, man. If you're returning, welcome back. Uh, we do all things art related and advice related. So today's video is some advice. So here's some advice. You know, I remember being a kid, going to school, and due to financial reasons, I was only allowed in school not to get the hot meals in elementary. I was only allowed to get a white milk, two slices of white cheese, two pieces of wheat bread, and they made that into a sandwich. No meat, no lettuce, no tomato, no nothing. I remember being in the military. I'm gonna just go all over the map, guys. I remember being in the military. I remember every platoon, besides my platoon, would get the opportunity to use their phone maybe once a month. You know, they get like 5 minutes. I remember we used our phone at the beginning of basic, and then until fucking like family day or something, I didn't get it back, and then it got taken away again, and then I had to wait again. To only use your phone twice in many months, weeks, days. It makes you think, man. It makes you understand how privileged you are to have those type of things. You Adversity, the struggle. I remember being in the hood, you know, had no idea how I was gonna get rid of my car in the backyard. You know, I remember just making foolish decisions back then, wasting my time. You know, I can be grateful to say that I'm still in my 20s, so I didn't waste that much time. But imagine in the earlier 20s if I would have just like kept pushing a little bit more, I'd probably be a little farther than now. I'll still get an ed, but it's gonna take some time now because I wanted to fuck around back then. A lot of people want to know how to make it out the hood, how to make it out the struggle, man. I always tell people the same thing. They get annoyed when I say it. All you gotta do is get a vehicle. Find a way to attain your own vehicle. Then find a way to maintain your job that you have, career, skill, trade, education, what may have you, and find and provide yourself with your own shelter. See, when you have those three things, your own place, car, and income, you can make it out of that adversity, man. See, it's not about what you make. It's about what you do with that money. Are you gonna be that guy to keep blowing that money on food plus I want to get this and that, or are you gonna be that guy I'm only gonna blow it on food and put every fucking dime away till I get to my goals? See, the that's the real guy, you know. See, that's the real man, the one that's willing to put in that hard work and sacrifice and willing to fight until he gets to his goal. It may be a long-term goal, but if you just do little by little by little, it's like, a tic tac, right? You pop in a tic tac, it's still a lot, but eventually, if I keep one, 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 it's gonna get low, man, right? You do things in moderation, do them in steps, take your time. Didn't I tell you this isn't a race in life? It's a motherfucking journey, man. So the journey, a race is whitewater rafting, where 100-meter dash and all that crazy shit. See, life is like the tortoise, man. You don't want to be fast like that hare, that rabbit. You want to take it slow because just like the special forces say, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Well, because it's true. The man that runs in there trying to Rambo it out, is probably gonna get ambushed by a bunch of dudes at that door. But the dude who moves in slow, oh shit, I see him. Let me back up. Now he can throw a grenade in first or something. You know what I mean? Think. People always ask, how do you make it out? That's how you make it out, man. That's how you make it out the hood. You gotta, unfortunately, if you have bad influences around you, friends, family, maybe. I'm just saying general things, guys. This is to no one in particular because I don't want to hear any negativity on here. But anyway, draw. Going back to what I said, that's how you make it out, man. You gotta cut off individuals who maybe live certain lifestyles that are in jeopardization of maybe your freedom or safety. You have to make decisions as far as, do I want to save my money and move to an environment close, or do I want to save my money and move to a new environment, maybe new opportunities, maybe new people that I can meet, new networking opportunities, you know, or do I stay in the same uh, spot? The only difference is now you got a place, but everything's still the fucking same, you know. So you want to venture out, you want to explore, you know. I remember when I made that decision and I said, I'm gonna go in the military. There's nothing here for me. There's family there, of course. Always love the family. But like I said, there was nothing there for me as far as opportunities, education, you know. Yeah, there's colleges around and stuff, but see, I would have had to go into debt. And I don't want to go into debt, you know. Um, so I chose the trade or skill, which is the military. And I made it out. I explored the world, man. I could literally say I explored the world. Germany, Qatar, Kuwait, Ireland, you know, Colorado, uh, Georgia, fucking everywhere, man. I'm just naming a few places. We can talk about Kansas. We could talk about Chicago. We could talk about New York. I've been to a lot of places, guys. So I tell you this because you can do it, man. Quit the habit you got and focus and make that new habit on stacking your bread and getting to your goals. That's an addictive habit. The successful man, the man who's only addicted to success. You know, don't be that guy out here that wants to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta pay this and this. I'm gonna just run up in there. I'm gonna just run up in there and take everything. Well, you're gonna run up in there and take everything. The power of your actions. And I always mention this robbing shit because there's so much firearm crimes now and shootings. So, you know, it's crazy. Put the weapons down, man. Only pick them up if you need to use them for absolute protection for your family. It's a dire situation. It's an emergency. The police can't respond. You have to do this. That's a difference. But there's not a difference when there's just a group of people out there. Oh, I'm gonna get them, and you just start blasting off, man. You don't realize those bullets are. Every time a bullet comes out, just think consequence. And then when that consequence, or excuse me, think of it as action. And then once that bullet hits somebody, consequence, 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 consequence. It's a lot of consequences, man. But I just wanted to mention some of those things to you guys because a lot of people think they can't make it out the hood or they, can't make it out of certain people's houses or make it out of the environment because the black man's wrong. And I always hear that bullshit. You know, it's true to a degree, but I see the new opportunities now, all this technology, all these hover boards and just crazy shit, man. You guys are in the era. See, this is what people won't tell you. I'm gonna tell you so you can wake up real quick. See, you're in the era right now. See, remember in the '90s and shit, all the shit we have today, Social Security. I just mentioned it random. The health insurance, all this crazy shit. See, back in the, you know, 20th century, which is the 1900s, uh, those people were establishing everything we are accustomed and living to today. So imagine years later, what we do, people will be accustomed to what we do. So you're the powerful next generation, man. So when you decide to shoot somebody and do all this gang gang or whatever you do, you just influence more young brothers, your children that you probably left behind when you went behind bars and all this other shit. And you influence them that this is cool, this is the life. And then you continue to make the hood exactly what it is. Or you can make the hood one day like a positive place that people want to visit and meet people who have ideas beyond what you know we could fathom. You know, but what do I know, right? I like saying that because a lot of people used to tell me, "You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know." Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. You can make it out of this adversity, man. You can make it out the struggle. You know, I remember I told you I had the worst platoon in the army, always getting fucking smoked. And smoked means doing push-ups, doing a workout, punishment. You know, other people call it an ass whooping, whatever. We call it getting smoked. And, we got smoked a lot, man. Always fucking up. I remember one time they told me I forgot to bring a battle buddy with me, which is just an individual that's your teammate to be with you. They just train you to do that, and in basic, they trained me to do that battle buddy. And there was this dude behind me. I thought he was still there. I went to go throw out the trash, and I hear the drill sergeant. He's like, "Private, where's your battle buddy?" And I'm like, "The fuck?" And I look on the, both sides. I look behind me, and I said, "Oh shit." He said, "Since you don't want to look at me, say yeehaw." Yeehaw, probably said yeehaw. He wanted me to say yeehaw, yeehaw. I'm a cowboy, drill sergeant. And then I had to get down, stomach, all that, lay flat, and crawl about a couple meters. I'll leave it at that. I had to crawl a couple meters in jagged ass, rugged rocks and fucking Georgia ass red clay. And it was a nightmare trying to clean that shit out my uniform. No, I didn't get it. I just tell you guys these things, man. All kinds of adversities, all kinds of struggles all my life, and I still just keep pushing because I know that's what motivation is. That's what staying motivated is. That's what staying determined is. You know, how easy it could be for me to say, "Fuck it, I want to commit crime. I'm tired of this hard shit." But see, when that decision is made, man, it can change your life. You know, but just tried to give examples of tough times. I remember being homeless. I remember being broke, super broke, no food, rationing ramens and shit. Okay, I'll eat one pack every 3 days. You know, heartbreak. You know, death. You got to deal with grieving and mourning over individuals. I remember I went through a lot of those things, and I'm here to tell you that I've lived to tell the tale. You can make it out. You can make it out the hood. You can have that car you want. You can have that crib you always dreamed of. You can sail on that yacht. Maybe you want to be a big B boy, big billionaire boy, or millionaire boy, whatever you want to be. But only you can make the decision because nobody's gonna make it for you, man. You know, you want people to make decisions for you. Don't go in the military. You want people to make decisions for you. Be a fucking lawyer. The judge will make the decision in the end. Do something positive, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, stay motivated, man. That's one of my favorite things to say. Stay motivated. Stay determined. You know, gotta stay determined. And stay out those fucking jail cells, man. Because the same things that you would do illegally, you can do legally. What do I mean when I keep saying that? Dude, if you sell drugs, work in the medical department, healthcare, you know, if you like robbing motherfuckers and beating people up and all this crazy shit, dude, join some fucking agency that does that legally, you know. If you want to, you know, do like, this human trafficking and all this craziness, man. Like I said, that human trafficking shit, why don't you be somebody who's in charge of watching and protecting humans rather than trying to, do crazy shit like that? I'm just mentioning all types of crimes, guys, because maybe this might reach somebody one day who's doing this crazy shit. But what do I know, right? Anyway, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Man, fuck it. Nah.